it's time for more Towers of Time. As many of you guys know, we do Towers of Time every day here on my channel. Sometimes they're long videos, sometimes they're short. Looks like these may be a short one, unfortunately, since there's really not a lot of things here. But first, let's do the first boss boss towers. Get in the ring. And looks like we'll be taking on Johnny Cage. Of course, my daily challenge today is win 2 matches with Noob Saibot. That won't be hard at all, since we know Noob Saibot is my main man. Wait, he's got missiles? Oh shit, if that's the case, I ain't dealing with no missiles. With the Saber and those rockets, you don't get to use them, Johnny Cage. You gotta win this fight on your own. And I will say this, I do need more stuff to use in the damn Towers of Time, because I don't really have a lot of single things, just a lot of triple. Ooh, ooh. I actually like how this stage looks. Oh, it looks like it's for the CEO of the Fighting Game Championships. Okay. I do like how the fact everything's yellow now. Oh, this is gonna suck. That was my face, Johnny. Good night, Johnny Cage. Yay! I've murdered Johnny Cage. Is everybody okay with that?
Maybe.
Maybe. By the way, if you're watching the Batman stream, you already know who's in here with me. Mr. 45 and Chimera Gaming, aka Fire Ninja.
I guess I'd like some sponsorships with the currencies.
Speaking of sponsorships, tonight's stream I'll brought you in part by Mr. Pibb. It's good drinking soda.
Wait, they have Mr. Pibb?
Yeah, I have Mr. Pibb.
What the fuck? Where'd you get Mr. Pibb from?
The grocery store.
What grocery store?
Walmart, Kroger.
No, my mother doesn't sell Mr. Pibb.
Your store doesn't sell Mr. Pibb.
The only place in New York State I ever got Mr. Pibb was at a fucking Five Guys. That's like an hour away from me.
Oh, that makes me laugh. Thank you for making me laugh today.
You're welcome. I'll try my best.
I thought everybody had access to Mr. Pibb, but then yet again, talking to Brad, that a lot of his Walmarts and Kroger's, they don't sell the Dr. Pepper Dog Berry thing. So I guess I can see why a lot of stores are a little bit anal about that. Don't know why. Soda's soda and all that good stuff. It's nice to know I'm only 2 platinums away from 1,000 points, and I'm only 16 away from 100 points. What really sucks, though, is Sony Awards is getting rid of the trophy passes. That, to me, is just bullshit. It's like, come on now. Alright, so we completed that one, so the next one we're going to be doing, the flow is lava. Feeling hot, hot, hot. Looks like we'll be taking on Kano. The most deadliest of assassins on the planet. Again, I'm going to be picking Star Platinum. Alright, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I was going to say, let me select something so I can protect myself, please. I need to protect my precious body. Because my body is my temple. And today's question of the video, can somebody, I don't think of a question of the video. What would be a good question? Oh, yes. With free agency starting in the NBA, I'm going to be fair to you, 45, because you weren't able to answer the WWE question in the last one. With free agency happening, who is the one player that's going to be a free agent that you wish your team would pick up?
Me being a Jazz fan, we can't really do much. I'd say we got Mike Conley.
If money was no option, I should point out, you could get anybody you want. No price, no.
That's...
And I'm back.
Welcome back.
I need to see who's on the free agency market. I mean, because every position that...
Well, Kevin Durant, obviously.
I would really want Kevin Durant on my team right now. Because our team is must win now.
I barely won that. Holy crap. That one was... Fuck the flow is lava stage. Kill Kano and get me out of here, noob. Good job, Star Platinum. We're out of this area.
The floor is lava, dog.
That tower sucks if you don't have the right equipment.
Try not to get burnt.
I barely won.
Alright, I got my two.
Alright, who would you two be?
Honestly, I would like to see the most realistic thing. I would like to see Tobias Harris on the Jazz. Power forward to small forward. And if my unrealistic one would be Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, because it looks like he might be available for people.
But I don't know. Realistically, I think Tobias Harris is probably the best option, if any. But
I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at what's on my screen right now for Mortal Kombat.
I was gonna say, what's funny about what you said?
I've said before in many of the MK11 streams that there have to be wrestling fans. One of Kano's ice shields is called Mr. Dirty Deeds.
How ironic, considering, you know, Mr. Dirty Deeds is Mr. Moxley.
Yeah. So I feel like there's like a little nods to wrestling in this game. With me being a Mavs fan, I know who I would like to get, but unfortunately he's at the Lakers right now because the Pelicans traded him. So that ain't happening.
I mean, you didn't really need AD if you have Chris Thompson.
Might do Dishonor too.
Alright.
I mean, you already have Chris Thompson. I don't think getting another power forward would really help.
So let's see. Looks like there's two things we can do pending. So it really doesn't give us a lot of stuff. Does give us some souls. I do not like the fact there's an AI fight, so I had to let the AI fight for me on that one. I don't really... We know how I feel about letting the AI do some of this shit. So let's do my tower, this one, and we're gonna pick End of the World Shao Kahn. Unclear enough, this is Shao Kahn's tower. Go figure.
Bobby Roode.
Glorious! I won't give in.
Sorry. Robert Roode.
Oh. I don't like that name. Roode. I still don't like that new name.
Bobby Roode.
I know. But I'm anal.
Trying to call him Robert.
No, they're just trying to call him John Cena. Da, 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 da.
Yeah, or John.
Jingleheimer or Smith.
Billy Rude.
In the first matchup, it is Shao Kahn taking on Sonya Blade. By the way, it is Thursday night, so don't forget tomorrow night. If you, I don't know which one we're doing yet. It's either Gang Beast or Human Fall Flat. I don't know yet.
Gang Beast.
You always say Gang Beast because it's one of the games that irritate me the most. I know Brad would like to do Friday the 13th, but I'd have to re-download that. Since apparently this weekend is the double, triple, whatever they're called.
Double, triple, whatever they're called.
The experience points. Again, let's be honest, most of us do not need experience points. We just need the damn trophies.
I need experience.
Well, the experience you know what I mean? The experience doesn't really count towards any trophies. Which is I know you will, which is still odd to me that it's like one of the few games I can look at and say experience or leveling up doesn't mean anything.
Well, it means you need to level up to a certain point.
Well, yeah, but I mean trophy-wise, you don't really need to.
Yeah, you do.
What trophies does it unlock?
You need the Jack of all trades and
yeah.
one.
The one where you can get all the kills. Yeah, I guess you could say that then, but when I meant by level Pacific, I meant, you know, like you get to level 30, level 40, level 50, that kind of stuff. Like in Borderlands, which I still can't believe we actually got a Borderlands 2 Let's Play video done this week. It was a fucking miracle.
And it'll be the last one we ever do.
Oh, hell no. It better not be.
You'll do another one maybe next year.
Oh, hell no, because if that's the case, I'll just cancel the dang Let's Play at that point. I mean, I got people wanting me to go. No, don't say 2020, because by then we'll probably be on the PlayStation freaking 5.
I said 2021.
On 2021, people will probably be on the PS5.
I still won't.
Why not? In case it's digital only?
I don't even know if I'm going to PlayStation 5.
Are you actually going to go to Xbox?
No.
Then what's left? The Switch?
I mean, I could do Switch stuff.
Yeah, but then you wouldn't be able to play with us. Ow. Okay. Stop being a dick. Gears. Wow, that's a damaging combo. And now you're dead. I know the only other thing you mostly play on is PC, which I'm honest, I've told people this before in my streams. If I had to choose between PC or getting ran over by a Mack truck, I'll take it getting ran over by a Mack truck.
Why?
I just don't find PC gaming fun. Besides, with me being me liking X and having physical stuff, there really ain't a lot of PC games anyway you can buy physical discs for. I think most of the games now for PC you have to buy them on Steam or something.
Yeah, probably.
And I'm going to say this, I like to still have a lot of physical games. Don't get me wrong, I did buy Contra's Collection Edition for the PS4, and I know I'm downloading the 2 free games next month, but I only really get any games from the PSN store if there's a sale going on usually. Or I actually have the money. Alright, let's see. Let's go back to Shao Kahn. We're gonna...
Well, in all honesty, how many of us are actually gonna get PlayStation 5 right when it comes out?
I've usually gone on the consoles right when they've come out that day or that weekend. But with that being said, I was lucky. The PS4, I didn't have any bugs or issues. You know, I didn't have any glitches. So that is a positive there. But how can I say this? It depends as well what games are going to be available. Because, as we know, games make the system.
Call of Duty.
I hope not Call of Ass. If you know,
D5.
most likely if it was like with the PS4's lineup, when it came out, it would probably be one fighting game, a Lego game, Madden, and probably one shooter. Ow, that was my rib cage. Thank you, Raiden, for finally going night-night. Speaking of people who've kind of left PlayStation, where the hell is Mayhem? Is he still alive? Is he dead?
He shows up now and then.
Because I haven't seen him in a while. Shakon's like, yeah, I'm the greatest. Bow down to me, bitches. Now it's time to take on Kato Khan. It's the battle of the Khans. It's Matt Khan versus Jeff Khan. Yes, I made that. Yes, I just made a bad joke, and I do not care.
I saw mine 11 days ago. Oh, Mike's probably not gonna get PS5 again.
Probably not now. I think we've officially lost him to the PC race.
No, he didn't get a PC. He got married or something, I think. He needed his money for a ring.
I was talking about Mayhem.
No.
Mayhem didn't get married.
I was talking about Mike.
I was talking about. We've been talking about Mayhem.
I know. I switched it to Mike though. Hey, he's also the person that has a bet on.
We still have Mayhem on the mind, and you were like, it's probably because he sold his PlayStation by ring. I'm like, okay, Mayhem will never get married, are you kidding?
Yeah, if Mayhem gets married, that makes me lose hope for myself.
Wow.
That should give you even more hope. Something
No, it'd
like
make me
that
lose
can
hope
happen?
because he gets a girlfriend and a wife before I do.
And that's when those hopes and dreams just dissipate.
Oh, definitely. Like, this is why I hate the state of Virginia.
Move to Alabama. Confirmed.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
maybe you'll find a long lost cousin.
Move to Alabama and be surrounded by freaking damn Alabama Roll Tide fans. No fucking thank you.
That's what you're worried about?
You gotta remember, I'm a Notre Dame fan. Yeah, damn right that has me worried.
Think about the other problem.
The weather?
You might finally find someone and it turns out that they're your long lost cousin.
That'd probably be mostly West Virginia.
No. This is Alabama. Alabama's...
Yeah, I know that, but I don't have any relatives in Alabama.
That you know of? That's why I said long lost.
Most of my family tree that I've done research on is mostly in West Virginia and Baltimore. Most of all, my family tree loves the snow. It doesn't really snow that much in Alabama.
Honestly, anywhere in the South is a bad place to live.
It is during the summer, because I can tell you this right now, living in Virginia. It is cold air. Well, not cold, it's hot as hell outside the last few days.
I wish it was cold as shit.
I wish it was. Well, it's cold as shit downstairs in the man cave, but, I mean, outside, we're in a heat wave. We've been in a heat wave since Monday, staying in the high 90s, almost 100. And it's supposed to be like that till next week. We don't even have rain in the forecast till like next week.
I mean, my place is probably the coolest because, I mean, we're going to reach our highest temperature all year. It's only like going to be like 86. Still pretty oppressive humidity probably, but, you know, at least I don't live in the South. If you live anywhere from like Virginia to like Georgia to like Alabama, Mississippi, you're gonna get blasted with 100-degree weather.
Yeah, no kidding. Okay, okay, get over here and die, Lucane. Off with your head.
I know. Matt also has been experiencing hot weather. Not as bad. I'm not as dark, but it's still pretty bad. I don't like summer. Sometimes.
I like summer if I can get to the nude beaches, but other than that, nope.
Summer is honestly my least favorite season.
Other than the fact that, I mean, like as soon as you're graduating from school, then what the hell's there called a background for the summer?
Excuse me, fog in my throat.
That's like literally the only reason.
Yeah, but I would rather just have like a winter vacation than a summer vacation.
Alright, we're gonna go to the
I don't want to go to school during the summer. I don't want to die in there.
Well, that's why they have to get things so you won't die.
Unfortunately, here's the problem with it. They actually had school during the summer, because when I lived out in California, there was really no long breaks. It was, you went to school year-round. The problem with that is in San Diego, when it's like 100+ degree weather, and the biggest problem would be rolling blackouts, which if no one understands what that means, it means is when it's everybody in the neighborhood's got the air conditioner on and all these other electricity because of the heat, and it knocks out power in the area. Now, the problem with that is, depending how bad it is, it can keep power out for the whole fucking day, or at least a few days. And if you're working the AC that hard constantly in 90+ degree weather, and it's not going to work that well with, depending how many people in the building, the AC could go up, and then those kids would have to miss school for a few days while they get the AC repaired, which could take about any time from 1 to 2 days to a week, depending how bad it is. Which, knowing New York City, and I'm going to be honest, they'd probably be lazy and try to drag it out as long as possible.
Oh no, they would miss out on geometry
No, because they would probably have to be like when school's back in session, you start right back where you left off. Why does this game keep giving me hearts? I don't need hearts anymore. I have enough hearts to kill a crocodile. I say no more hearts, and what's the game giving me? More damn hearts. Anything more important to me than my family is pizza.
How nice.
What, that I'm honest?
I mean, I was very honest yesterday. With things.
Oh! I got a few new shit there, yay. We just spent 100,000 coins at the Shrine of the Silver Monkey. Yay.
And you got a divorce.
And I got a... No, I got a Jade skin. That
Do you remember when I spent 100,000 coins and I got a divorce skin?
That was fucking hilarious.
That was BS.
That would have been funny for like... If it would have been Rod, I'd have been like, fuck you, Fire Ninja. I'm like, you bastard. Having me cursed with a divorce skin. Like the one character I'm not gonna ever use, which that reminds me, Saturday, unless something changes, I will be streaming Mortal Kombat 11, but I won't be doing the Towers mode. I will be streaming my 5 best and worst endings and 5 and best worst fatalities.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna be on Saturday, come watch. And you'll probably get spoiled, but hey, you've been warned.
When is Saturday?
Probably Saturday night. Very rarely do I do an afternoon stream. Very rarely. Alright, let's go check on our buddy, the Collector. See if he has any goodies for us, and then we head back to the Towers of Time. Time after time. If you know the song, if you know who sang the song Time After Time, congratulations, you're old.
Oh, that actually works perfectly.
Damn this cold ass weather downstairs in my air-conditioned house. No Collector. Boo! Boo! We wanted the Collector. And I want a new right kneecap.
Why do you want Collector?
Remember, sometimes he gives you things.
Oh.
If you have the right piece of equipment anyway. Oh, I did not want arcade mode. We have done arcade mode. Granted, I still have to go do 2 towers left in arcade mode, but those I'm going to save for a different day. Because they're both going to be long, annoying crap. Alright, so let's see. We need to head back to Path of Destruction. We have 2 towers left in that one. We have Weight of War and Crown of War. Which really makes me want to say God of War for some reason. May as well go with my boy, Noob Cybot for this.
Of course it does.
Somebody's coughing. Somebody give him CPR stat.
Okay, Doug, you do it.
I do know how to perform CPR, so...
So do I.
Johnny,
But I don't want to do it.
Okay, John, no, we need to ask this better question. Johnny, who would you rather have give you CPR? Me or Fire Ninja?
Let's not ask this question, shall we?
Does it have to be mouth-to-mouth CPR?
You know, I wasn't thinking that, but since you opened your mouth...
Nope.
No. I don't neither.
I would take a sledgehammer at Johnny's skull.
So you would rather just die?
I would rather kill him.
Oh, that's just nice. I would try to save his life.
I would prevent him from becoming a zombie.
Well, isn't that nice? Ain't that a friend?
Yeah, I'm thinking about him becoming a zombie and I'm gonna prevent it. You're gonna try to save him and get your face ripped off.
Ow.
And besides, he's a communist.
What the? Yeah, screw you, Raiden. Noob Cyber ain't playing around today. Ow. Can you stop with the stupid pole crap? Guess you can't.
What do you do with the drunken sailor?
The drunken sailor's probably me. Off with Raiden's head. And don't forget, next Wednesday, guys, is Death Battle, the match that will probably cause a lot of controversy depending on who wins. Captain Falcon with Falcon Punch versus Johnny Cage. Mr. AK, I'm going to punch you in the dick. I'm sure it's going to be very controversial because everyone's going to be like, who's going to win? Should we care? As I stood up and my controller decided to act like it was a Butterfinger.
It exploded.
Not explode.
You shove a firecracker and Butterfinger will explode.
It's not gonna be me.
You're shoving it into the Butterfinger so you don't know what... That's the whole point of it. To hide the fact that there's firecracker.
Oh, that's just mean.
No, it's not mean if after the person starts internally bleeding, you know it was just a prank. Then all of a sudden it's not a crime. It is perfectly okay.
Remind me to never eat candy from Fire Ninja.
Why? It's perfectly safe.
Yeah, I don't trust you now.
I mean, unless I was attempting to assassinate you.
And this is why I'd make sure my friend Noob Saibot would be here to protect me. Because he's my friend. Because Noob is a good human being. No,
he's not.
Noob Saibot is a friend to us all.
No, he's not.
He is too. He loves every little creature of the earth.
No, he doesn't.
He does too. Don't listen to the man who can control fire, folks.
You mean the one that's using actual logic?
I am losing logic. Don't you know every villain's actually a good guy and the good guy's actually the villain?
That is not logic.
Yes, it is. I mean, let's be honest. Wesker was actually the good guy in Resident Evil.
Sure.
I mean, all Wesker wanted to do was make the world a better place. Is there anything wrong with that?
And did he?
He tried to, but unfortunately because of that villainous Chris Redfield and his secret agent slut, Jill Valentine. Why does the AI like to block so much in this game?
What's next? You're telling me Joker's a hero?
Actually, yes, Joker's the good guy. He's just trying to make Batman laugh. Because Batman doesn't want to show that he has a soul or a conscience.
By killing millions.
So sometimes you have to crack a few eggs.
Yeah, dropping nukes are hilarious.
It was hilarious when we did it to Ujima.
Of course you would find that funny.
I'm not finding it funny, I'm just stating facts. Joker is a good person. Batman's the true villain.
No, the only technical villain that you can actually defend is Mr. Freeze. Oh wait, sorry. Since Mr. Freeze is misunderstood, he's not technically a villain, so he's not a hero, right, Doug?
He's not a hero, man. He's just a misunderstood creature who needs hug and probably get his dick sucked so he can get rid of his blue balls he has.
Social workers.
Besides, think about it. If Batman's parents never got killed, they would have never been a Batman. Which means there would have never been a Joker. Which means there would have never been a Harley Quinn. And you know what the sad thing is? And this proves that Flash is a villain. Flash could have stopped all that from happening, but no. He doesn't want to, because he hates doing saving people's lives.
No, because changing one thing in time could have a very negative effect.
So, let's change it and fuck shit up.
He tried going back in time. How did that end up? Oh yeah.
Deathstroke became awesome.
No, a huge war.
That's because that war would have happened anyway. Aquaman's a fucking pussy. I have a hook for a hand. Well, you still got one hand you can masturbate with, so shut up. Besides, you control fish. Fish can do your attacking and feed you and cook for you and make love to you.
I don't get it, the point.
Says no one, most likely Wonder Woman was just PMSing. Yes, I said it. I don't care if people get mad in the comment section. By the way, I've been drinking.
Of course you have.
And remember, alcohol is good for you and the environment. Yay! Alcohol.
Prohibition law in Virginia.
Fuck you!
2020.
You could go die. You could go to hell and you die. You're not taking away my sweet nectar of the god alcohol. Oh fuck! No, hell no. We're not. I ain't giving up my drinking.
Just like put up a picture of him in every single bar and every single store and anywhere that sells alcohol.
Alcohol's good for me. It makes me happy. And isn't that what we want? Me happy?
No.
Well, excluding you, because you want everybody sad and depressed for some reason.
That way everybody would be like me.
No, I wouldn't want to be like that, sad and depressed. I like to be happy.
So I would be the villain, right? So technically I'm the hero.
No, you'd be an asshole.
Yes, but no, by your logic.
So you'd be the good guy.
Exactly.
So only the good guy wants people to be like them.
Of course.
So you see, that makes me the better person.
How?
Because I want everybody to be themselves and everybody to be able to drink and be happy.
No, I just don't want people to be stupid.
People are stupid without alcohol. Hello?
I know. And that's why we need to just start over.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do.
We just need to get rid of the state of California. After we move out people, after we get people out of there who are actually nice, like we get 8-Bit Eric out of there,
and San Diego Padres,
and Pat the Innocent Punk, and they can keep the Padres.
Why? Come on, they tried the franchise.
And we had to save James Woods.
Why?
John Tron.
John Tron, yes, that too. Hey, I got the 7-Head of Frost. Send it to Mayhem. He'll know what to do.
No, we didn't.
Yes, I know what Mayhem would do with the 7-Head of a... nope, I'm just gonna shut up.
He's not allowed.
Alright, time to beat Shao Kahn. This stream's gotten weird. I blame alcohol. In Canada, but mostly Canada.
That's why we need to ban Doug from having alcohol.
No, we don't ban Doug from having alcohol.
Because streams like that happen.
Hey, those streams are usually the fun ones, so shut up.
Until Brother Drunko arrives, then it's...
Well, just for that, I'm gonna make sure Brother Drunko arrives tomorrow.
And you will die every single time.
I didn't say what game though, did I?
I don't care. I will find a way to kill you in any game.
Because you can't kill me in not Gang Beast, Human Full Flat.
Yeah, I can.
I still keep coming back to life, so it doesn't work.
You still keep coming back to life after every round of Game Beast. Just gonna keep using mines.
And Shao Kahn's dead. Goodbye, Shao Kahn.
I have no idea what language that raider was speaking.
He was speaking Cleon.
He could have, for all I know. language are they speaking?
Supercalifragilis espialidocious is quite atrocious.
Are they Chinese?
Konnichiwa!
They might be because they're all ghouls.
Just remember one thing, Fire Ninja. One important thing you have to learn in life.
Kill them all?
Nope. Kung Fu Naki! Kung Fu Naki, baby!
Nah, kill them all.
Gotta kill them all, Pokemon! So that takes care of the Shao Kahn Tower. And hey, we're on the top 16%! So we still got to get to the top 10 and the top 5. I want to get that Aaron Black skin. I want to try to get the Aaron Black skin. So we're going to do one more. We're going to do... I'm trying to think, do I really want to try to even do the pending thing? Because it does give you a lot of coins. And 2 consumables. Yeah, we'll do at least one, and then we'll do some AI battles to end the night.
Oh, I'm in the worst spot right now.
And let's see, this one we're going to pick... Who should we pick? Who should we pick?
I should see what the Nighthawk one looks like.
We'll pick Mr. 45. So we're going to have Johnny beat Noob Saibot, Shang Tsung, and Shao Kahn. Can he do it?
Oh, I know what skin I want. I want the Chicago kid.
If you think Johnny can actually defeat all 3 of these guys, type yes in the comment section. If you think he can't, type no in the comment section.
So the one they're giving out is Nighthawk, right?
Mm-hmm.
You could get it in the crypt.
Let's see. Brad says, oh, so it has come out why Vince keeps on pushing Baron Corbin. Apparently, Vince is convinced that women swoon over guys that look like Baron Corbin. Well, there are some women who do find somebody with a bunch of tattoos attractive, but they're mostly minorities, and I highly doubt most of them probably watch WWE to begin with.
And besides, charisma is something that's needed. Baron Corbin has 0.
Look at how Mr. 45 is dressed, ladies and gentlemen. He's showing off his abs to the ward.
Yeah, I wish I had that.
Granted, you're dead in this variation, so...
Who is he, Kung Lao?
Yep.
Well, Johnny, that's how you get abs. By dying.
By dying and going to the nether room to work for Shinnok. How does that make you feel?
So So Johnny, do you still want those ads? Knowing it will cost you your life?
Part of the thing is you won't be in New York anymore.
Hey, you'll just be in hell.
Yeah, you'll be in Hell, Michigan.
Which is worse.
Which is a real place.
I don't want to live in Michigan. Fuck that. That's like the worst city you could probably live in.
I heard that that's a storyline they have planned, Brad, that they're going to have Mandy Rose and Sonny DeVille do a lesbian angle. That's not going to go over well.
Of course, it's been almost 2 days in franchise mode.
Because here's the thing: if you have Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose win the women's title doing that storyline, it's not gonna feel legit. It's gonna feel like, oh, they're just pandering out to the lesbian gay community. I mean, let's be honest. I said it a few years ago when Darren Young came out of the closet. Did he do that because he finally wanted to, or B, did he do that because he was making sure he couldn't be fired for a while?
But don't you forget, they're on SmackDown with Eric Bischoff.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing that worries me now, that Eric Bischoff would be dumb enough to like, hey, let's bring back the hot lesbian action that didn't even work back then. Because that was stupid and not entertaining back then. Yeah, but here's the thing, Brad. I'm straight. Sonya Deville, and here's the other issue why it's not going to work. This goes back to kayfabe. Sonya Deville is already dating somebody. She's dating a woman. So it's not, no one's really going to believe this storyline, and that's one of the issues I've said that is wrong with WWE today.
Isn't she dating Seth Rollins' ex-girlfriend?
Yep. Girlfriend, and that's one of the big issues with wrestling period today. With kayfabe not existing anymore, I know some people say it exists a little, but not really. It doesn't really exist like it used to. No one's going to buy this storyline of them as a legit couple because we already know Sonya Deville is dating someone. The only way you could get this to work, Sonya Deville would have to break up with her girlfriend. And I don't know if Mandy Rose is dating anybody on the main roster or not. I know she was dating Enzo before Enzo was fired.
Why would she want to date that little...
I have no idea what she saw in him. But you would pretty much have to tell her that you cannot be out with any male wrestlers or any males, period, at restaurants, at clubs, or movie theaters. That would pretty much be saying, yeah, we get to control your life. Now, granted, some wrestlers would do that, but not... Again, Brad, that won't work. Because then you're going to have a lot of people not okay with that. So this is one of those things, you know.
Doug, they probably argue that they're just friends.
That's what I think it's going to be. They're going to say it's just
for... saying if she was out with any guys.
Yeah, but then a lot of people saying, oh no, that's not true. Or, you know, some people on the internet, they'll say something otherwise.
Yes, because if they...
Not all people do that, Brad. Trust me, if I had a girlfriend, I'd be only wanting to bang my girlfriend. Some people still do believe in the old traditions.
What? Not be a scumbag?
Yeah. You know, I know where you're trying to go with this, because I know what Brad's going with. He's going to be highly sports entertained by the storyline, but let's be honest. Are the matches going to be good for those storylines? No.
Which was a great conversation that came up with in Dishonor 2 yesterday.
I mean, I said this, but I'll say this right now. I don't think the storyline should happen, because... You know, you're going to have... Because you really... If this was the 90s or even the 80s, it would work to a degree just because of the fact of, you know, no internet. But now with internet now, that's why a lot of storylines have a hard time getting off the ground because kayfabe's dead. Case in point, Jason Jordan as Kurt Angle's son. Nobody on the planet believed that crap.
Well, that's because one is black and one is white.
Well, I even said the only way you could have made that work is if you would have had Shell Mel, Booker T's wife, come out. But That wasn't gonna happen. If it was Chad Gable, it would have worked a little bit better.
But you know why they did. It's because they're both bald.
Oh, yeah.
That's the only reason why it would make sense for them to actually think that would work.
He said to be fair, you didn't need the internet to not believe that one. That is true, but at the same time, you know, if it was the 80s or early 90s, there would have been people who probably would have believed that just because of... It could have been more believable. Nowadays, with the day of internet, no storyline can actually work. I mean... Case in point, I'll use Roman versus Braun Strowman from a few years ago. Remember that feud they had? And people
You
like, oh...
mean where in actual, like, real life,
When, kind of.
they were seen together as
They were seen together as best buddies. Yeah, that, and it killed the storyline because, hey, why should we care about a storyline if these two are just going to be blatantly out there acting like buddies? That's one of the other issues.
And I feel bad for Luke Harper with the Luke Harper fan club.
Yeah, I have a feeling he's going to be... Him and EC3 are both getting buried. Entirely.
Even though Luke Harper doesn't deserve it, Luke Harper is...
Oh, neither one of them deserve it, but they're both getting it.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying Luke Harper... Because at least DC3 is showing up. I mean, yeah, they're burying him every time he shows up, but Luke Harper's just staying at home.
Sitting at home getting paid.
Yeah, but I think WWE are trying to make it so that way it's not going towards his contract.
Yeah, they've done that in the past. God knows they've done it enough to Rey Mysterio and a few other people. Looks like my Raiden lost to Liu Kang. Dang it. Seems to be the issue with AI battle. It's like Raiden's AI battle character is not that good. Now, I will say this, with Eric Bischoff and Paul Heyman respectively looking like they're going to be the head guys for Raw and SmackDown, they both can come up with some great storyline material, but it's going to be very difficult because of the fact that you're going to need a lot of cooperation from the wrestlers. I mean, yes, I do know I know Fine Ninja left, he'll probably be back in a minute. I do know what the Firefly Funhouse thing, which is working. How well is that going to work when we actually start seeing the storylines on main TV and him in feuds? That's when we're going to find out how well it works. And looks like I'm losing this AI battle. In 2019 for Fire Ninja. Man, 45. John, Fire Ninja cannot catch a break, can he?
Yeah. Mm. It somehow, somehow works than yours.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. 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 I mean, I don't
Funny enough, since I went back to using one of the old school PS4 controllers, I haven't had any glitches or bugs or anything. So I think, like I said a few nights ago, that invisible controller, that see-through one I had, that was causing the issues. But that's why I tell people nowadays, when I watch wrestling, I don't really care for the storylines or the promos. I care about the matches itself, the in-ring work, which I'm sure if Al Snow heard that, he'd say, oh, that's blasphemy. Granted, it's also Al Snow, who's never had a good match in his fucking life. And so I'm actually looking forward to Best in the World and the Slammiversary pay-per-view, because those matches actually look like they can be good, unlike the Fastlane matches. Some of them were bad. I think we could agree on that. They were just, some of them was bad and very easy to predict. And with that being said, I'll say this right now, and welcome back, Fire Ninja. Hopefully 2019 doesn't hit you again. With this Extreme Rules bullshit, I know some matches have already been made. I know we have the mixed tag team match for the titles. If you have Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch lose the belts like that, that's just going to make everybody angry. And I believe, what, Alexa Bliss gets another title shot against Bayley? Because I didn't watch SmackDown this week. Oh. So let's see. I would like to point out, excluding Samoa Joe, we are having rematches and rematches.
Yeah, but Samoa Joe doesn't even really deserve the title shot.
No, but I don't think everybody wants to see Ziggler again.
I'd rather see Ziggler because I want him to win the title.
You know Ziggler's never going to win it. Even I knew that, as much as I like Ziggler. Ziggler is never going to get the heavyweight title in the company. If it happens, Brad, Vince may as well just shut up and not just close doors down and not even have people for SummerSlam, because no one will be happy. That place will erupt, and there'll be boycotts. You already had enough trouble trying to sell the last pay-per-view Stomping Grounds, because it did not sell out. You mean to tell me that...
Think about... Okay, Doug, before you continue, think about this. Samoa Joe did not earn that title shot because he lost.
Oh, I agree, he did not. I would agree, but Ziggler hasn't earned it either because he's lost twice now. So who else? There's no.
So give it to.
Well, they would give it to a heel, because you know Vince rarely does a face versus face.
Build up Elias. Build up McIntyre.
First off, fuck Elias. He has no business being in the main event. As far as for McIntyre, I'd rather see him beat Seth for the belt.
That's not happening.
That would make more sense, since you have the Revival. I know the wild card, granted the wild card rule's a joke and there's no more brand splits, but plus if you're going to have the rumored Shane McMahon beat Kofi Kingston, it would make more sense for Drew to actually beat Seth. But yeah, I'm honest too. I guarantee you, Vince is probably telling Vince may be saying we need to have it, but I guarantee you, Triple H, Paul Heyman, Eric Bischoff, William Regal, the rest of the guys in the back are probably telling Vince, no, we cannot have Baron Corbin and Lacey Evans win like this. It was okay when it was Beth Phoenix and Santino, because it was the IC title one, and B, Beth Phoenix did most of the fucking work for that match, not Santino. Because Seth Rollins is the new John Cena, he can't even take a pinfall or something. Okay, because you said that, Brad, you now have to hate Seth Rollins because of that, because you hate Cena for doing that. And I'm sorry, Lacey Evans has no business being women's champion. For that matter, Baron Corbin has no business being in the main event. Neither one can wrestle, neither one has mic skills. I still say Lacey Evans should have probably stayed in NXT for another year or so. But we know how Vince likes blondes. Why Baron Corbin still has a job, I don't know. He was born in NXT. His U.S. title run was a joke. But with that way of thinking, you can't like Stone Cold Steve Austin or The Rock or The Undertaker, because you know he was going to win matches. That's not exactly the greatest philosophy right there. If we're being honest. You could say that for any 90s or 80s wrestler. Hell, you could say that for Randy Savage. Or Ric Flair. Or Andre the Giant. You know how many times he won matches? Just because of how tall he was and shit? And let's not forget Goldberg's bullshit in WCW. When that so-called undefeated streak. Actually, they did. Did you not remember how many times Austin had to hit The Rock with the stunner to win? I think you're having selective memory again. And your excuse for saying, because they didn't have 2K infinite finisher matches. Actually, they did. It just depended on who it was. And if we're really going to be technical, how many times did The Rock face Austin at Mania and he never won it, and then he finally won one? By that way of logic, you have to hate Stone Cold because he never lost to The Rock. Excluding once. Right, Fire Ninja? Yeah, and so has Austin. So has the Ultimate Warrior. So has Austin. So has Hogan. So has Goldberg. You can name almost every wrestler from a time period that they did that. So just thinking only Cena's the only one to do it, that's kind of hypocritical and kind of being a little bit of saying it's okay for when these guys did it but not these guys. That's kind of being nitpicking and being a little bit of what's the word I'm looking for, Fire Ninja?
Is he there?
Thought he was. I mean, the best way I can put it, but it's like when you pick the Steelers to lose every game and then they win the game, you're like, oh, they cheated. No, you should have just known they were actually going to win because of who they were playing. I'm sorry. Really, Brad, that's your reasoning. That is the worst excuse and reason I've ever heard in my life. Warrior was not a wild man. Warrior was a terrible wrestler who couldn't really go in the ring. Never had a good match to save his life. At least Cena can say he's had good matches with guys. Warrior can't say he's had a good match. And trust me, I remember some of those Warrior matches because I fell asleep during half of them because they were so damn boring. And I'm sorry, Warrior's promos were terrible. Yes, I know it's trying to speak ill of the dead and all that, but I'm sorry. The Ultimate Warrior was a terrible wrestler, terrible promos, never could have a good match to save his life. Alright, Brett, I disagree with that. Cena's actually didn't need to get carried in all his matches. But again, because you hate Cena so much and refuse to actually be a little bit honest, you're not going to say that. I can at least say that because I just don't hate to hate. I can actually say that. I've said before, the biggest problem with Cena is he's never changed his gimmick since becoming a face.
That's because no one will let him.
Yeah. Again, it's that old Ricky the Dragon Steamboat thing. Once you're so popular as one thing, very rarely you're going to get to change. That's why Hulk Hogan's always remembered more as a face than a heel. And I'm sorry, there were a few times Cena did not need to be carried. Yes, the matches against CM Punk and AJ, yeah, I'll give you those two. At the same token, there's matches where he's been in, where even Chris Jericho, so unless you're going to say Chris Jericho's a liar, that Cena did a blunt of the work. One more AI battle, and then we are done with the AI battles for the day. I mean, damn, as much as I hate Roman Reigns, and we know I can't stand Roman Reigns, I can at least say he's had good matches. Hell, even Samoa Joe has had great matches. Granted, those were all back in Impact Wrestling, but he hasn't had too many in WWE. And it's 2019 for Fire Ninja yet again. I actually disagree with that entirely. I don't find Samoa Joe to be that entertaining as a wrestler, but he's had good matches because of who he's worked with. Daniels and AJ come to mind. And the one good match he had, his first match with Kurt Angle. On the same token, Samoa Joe's had bad matches against Sting multiple times, Scott Steiner multiple times.
Well, I mean, Scott Steiner can't really wrestle.
No. But there's been times where Joe's had bad matches, but I think the problem is, and I've said this before with most wrestling fans in general, selective memory issue. I mean, people forget Daniel Bryan's had bad matches, but no one really likes to bring them up. CM Punk, God knows he's had bad matches. And he can't do an elbow drop to save his life, but does anyone really bring...
Well, he's a technical wrestler.
Well, you know what I mean. Every time he's done that Randy Savage elbow drop,
I know.
One of the worst looking fucking elbow drops I've ever seen. But people, again, don't like to bring those up because, you know, that's who they like. I'm sorry. There's guys I like, and I know they've had bad matches. The Miz has had bad matches. Sometimes his own fault, other times the fault of the guy he's going against. Dolph Ziggler, same thing. Kofi, even AJ Styles has had bad matches. I like to point to Exhibit A for that one. AJ Styles versus Kevin Nash. Granted, that would have been anybody. AJ Styles versus Rhino, that feud was not that great. Heck, even Stone Cold Steve Austin, I think people forget when he came into the WWF as the ringmaster, he had a few bad matches.
What do you mean? Ringmaster is your favorite?
It's not a bad gimmick. I actually said if that's how you get introduced, that's not a bad gimmick. You get to be with Ted DiBiase. The problem was your first major feud as the ringmaster is against Savio Vega. Not a guy I'd actually want to be having my first major program in a new company with. Alright, looks like there's really no other towers I can do right now to these update. If you want to call the stream a night, well, we're actually going to go to the crypt real quick and spend some of the money we earned. And
what about Virgil?
Here's the thing, because I actually just watched some Wrestling with Regret. I'm sure we all know that YouTube channel for the wrestling fans. Apparently, that's because Mr. 45 doesn't watch wrestling, but that's understandable why he won it now. Apparently, and I did not know this with Virgil, before Virgil got called up to the WWF, he actually did have a few territory titles. I think he had the tag team and one of the heavyweight titles. But his biggest issues, Virgil wasn't that great in the ring, and if you actually look at his when he was broke up with Ted, he didn't even get a theme entrance for that WrestleMania match. It was Ted DiBiase came out with his theme, Piper came out, and then Bitch Virgin came out with no theme. And you won a title in WWE. Hey, congratulations! You won a fake title in a sport that's not that's technically, what's the word I'm looking for? It's on the tip of my tongue. I'm sure it'll come to me later, but you know what I'm going with. He won the $1 million title, which means nothing. And he pretty much became a enhancement talent right after the feud with Ted DiBiase ended. Which still amazes me, which makes me want to cry on occasions, unfortunately, is Virgil is undefeated at WrestleMania. How the fuck is that even possible?
Yes, a Virgil undefeated streak. Have him face the Undertaker.
Have him face Brock Lesnar.
No, he's now better than the Undertaker. He has an undefeated streak. Undertaker can't say that anymore.
2-0, that still amazes me. And the funny thing is, one of those wins was by countout. That's what he even win. And then the other one, I don't even think he got the pinfall for that 8-man tag match. I don't remember who got the pinfall for that one. Because it was at that WrestleMania 8... Back when,
remember,
you know...
Taker once won by disqualification.
Yeah, I try to forget that match as much as possible, because good God, was that his worst Mania match ever.
But that's the point.
I got too many hearts. I don't need any more hearts, game. Give me money or give me souls. I don't need hearts no more. I just spent over 90,000 in the Shrine of the Silver Monkey. And looks like I got a Noob Saibot Sickle and a Baraka headgear Face of War. Not bad. Not bad at all. And that's going to do it for the Mortal Kombat 11 stream, guys. I do hope you've enjoyed this little trip through Towers of Time, the Crypt, and the AI battle. There will be more Towers of Time coming up tomorrow, aka Friday. There might even be some later tonight if I do so wish. But until then, have a good night, and I'll see you real soon.